The Moon Griffon Show, weekdays here on KEEL from 9 to 11. Hey, Mr. Moon, how are you today?
Ladies and gents, I'm doing good.
You know, I was talking to Aaron last week about the legislative session going on in Baton Rouge right now. I said, in Louisiana, we've got duck season, we've got deer season, we've got different fishing seasons. It's crappie season. Well, it seems like right now in Baton Rouge, we're in the middle of tax season. And you and me and everybody in Louisiana, we're the ones who are being hunted.
Yeah, you know, it's a shame. We got record money coming into the coffer. They've really never had a budget this big since post-Katrina. $2.8 billion more in the budget. And all the talk is that we don't have enough money. We're $400 million more in the hole. And what do we do about the $1.3 billion that's coming in 2018? And it's like it's our fault. It's like it's Aaron's fault, I think. I mean, I think, Aaron, it's all on you. They spend the money. You had John Alario that's been there 48 years, okay? Everybody says he's the grown-up in the room, the magician. Y'all hear me say it all the time. He's the Michael Jordan of the legislature. Yet he's been there. He's been running the show, and we have catastrophe all over. And yet they still keep giving him the football to be the quarterback. I just don't understand that, guys. I really don't.
Do you think it's, the old Rahm Emanuel, don't let a crisis go to waste, and they just keep creating crisis after crisis?
I think it's exactly that. I think what happens is they create the problem, and guess what? Here they are to the rescue again to fix it, although they never really fix it. And, guys, here's my problem. Look, taxes are reality. I'm not anti-tax. I know some people go, you ain't for no tax. I'm not for any more taxes. But I'm not anti-tax. We got to have tax to fix roads. We got to have taxes to help. I think you got to have a good public school system, which is debatable with a lot of people. So I'm not anti-tax. What I am is I'm anti-big tax. And what we have now is every time we hit in a problem, it's Aaron's fault, and your fault, and my fault. In other words, the taxpayer's fault. It's y'all fault. Y'all not just giving us enough. Because here's my question to you. Y'all news people. Y'all follow this stuff just like I do, at least from the news perspective, okay? My question to y'all is, what's going to change in the legislature? What spending? Okay, we don't have a spending problem. What spending changes that? Are they going to fix the unaccrued liability? What guarantees the roads will be fixed? Because the last road program didn't fix them. So my question to y'all is, what are they going to do different? And the answer is nothing.
You know,
we give them the money, they would do no change.
We had Cedric Glover in about a week and a half ago. In fact, of all the legislators we've had in over the past couple of weeks, each and every one said they were going to vote against the gas tax. You can't find a legislator who's for any tax, and yet...
Yeah, I just think the gas tax is going to come somewhere between a nickel and 12 cents. You're looking at 350. If they do 12 cents, 12 cents, it's $350 million a year for 10 years. That's a $3.5 billion tax increase on us. Okay? What disappoints me is the way they're doing this and the way the press, I'm talking about the print media more than anybody's helping them. They're telling everybody 90 or 95% of the people are not going to pay less taxes. Well, how in the heck do you get all this new tax revenue in if most people, 90, 95% of the people are going to pay less? It doesn't work that way. And I think that's a deception. I call it an outright lie. But it's no way. The meat's in the middle. The middle-class people hold most of the jobs. The middle-class people do most of the work in this state, in this country. The meat's always in the middle. The tax will be a middle-class tax increase. I don't care what anybody says. Stelly proved that.
So you think the gas tax is going to end up being between a nickel and 12 cents? How's about
I think they're passing it. I keep hearing the same thing you're hearing, Robert, but I don't believe them yet. Because remember, they hadn't gone through the 60 days of buying elected officials like they're doing right now. Alario and the gang, they're picking one off at a time. What do you need in your area? What do you need in your area? That's how they're going to pick them off. That's how they always pick them off. Follow the money.
I had read, I guess it was one day last week, and it's one of the bills, one of the proposals, tax on haircuts, tax on lawn care. Have you seen that?
Yeah, that's the cat tax. That's the commercial activity tax.
Explain to me and everybody, what is defined as a commercial activity? Everything.
Well, here's the thing. They're going to define it. And they're going to define things just like you said. Haircuts, lawnmowers, things we never taxed in the past. They want to go after Netflix. They want to go after apps. You know how you download the app from KPEL or now download the app from one of your rates? They want to tax that. So what it is, they keep broadening the tax and raising the tax break. What they're going to do is come back and say, well, we're going to lower the income tax. and that's going to offset all that. But it really is not. The goal is to put more money in Baton Rouge.
You've been watching this stuff for years. When they break up, when all the voting, when everything's done, what do you think is going to be, what new taxes, fees, registrations, et cetera, do you think we in Louisiana will pay?
I feel certain they're going to pass a road tax. If they've convinced we got bad roads. The problem is they're not going to fix the roads, and I bet anybody want to bet over a period of time they will not fix the roads because they never did it. I think we'll get a road tax. I know their goal is to get what me and you can't take any more deductions. They keep throwing out only 3 states do that. Okay, that's another goal that they want. They want to get that. They want to pull the 1 cent sales tax off for the income tax increase. And I still think right in that area is what they're going for. There'll be some fees and other things that come up as well. I think the cat tax will be dead. I think the road tax passes. I don't know at this point. I don't know what kind of dealing's taking place right now. I asked the legislators just like you have, what's going to happen at the end? The Republicans that I've interviewed, which has been about a half a dozen, they tell me they're not passing all those taxes. I tell them, prove it.